Viewers England team here. Ha, fooled you all. I'm actually early tonight instead of late, but I will never start on time. That is my promise to you. Alrighty, so there was a big to-do last week. We did a live stream. It was basically the Warner Brothers company said that they were going to do a Black Clark Kent movie instead of Calvin Ellis or Val Zod or even Icon. And it led me to ask a question. Okay, you know, obviously we don't want that. We would rather have a Val Zod or a Calvin Ellis. The race swapping thing, I don't get it, and I never have. Well, I know what they say. They say if you ever go to a comic book pro and you talk about the race swap thing, why are you doing this rather than promoting, you know, original black characters? They'll tell you that because they're more popular and we can't have, it doesn't fly. The movie that started off the whole comic book movie boom was Blade, not the X-Men, ladies and gentlemen. It was very popular. The third one sucked, but the second one was even better, directed by Guillermo del Toro. Man, it was freaking hot. It was awesome. So I sent out the question. I told you guys, bring your top 10. So what's going to happen is I'm going to read off mine going 10, 9, 8. And I want you, if you've got a top 10 as well, read it off 10, 9, 8, right along with me. I'm going to be marking it down. And over on Old Man Comics, my comic books only channel, I'm going to kind of tally up all of the scores and going to make an actual top 10 based on our choices and everything. That's the plan. But we'll see if it actually works here. Because there are, I'm just thinking, other than a race swap hero, what are 10 black characters that you would love to see on the movie screen? Now, I'm going to stick to DC just because it was a DC movie, but I had no limitations as far as what you guys wanted to do. So whatever you choose is A-okay. Let me say hello to Shack Racking Black. Hello and peace to you too. What shenanigans is happening here? Well, I think I just explained it. Dominic, what's up? How you doing? Maranya's in the house. Hello, hello. Snatchface the Fool, what's up? Jim Sorensen, Joe Rogers, how are y'all doing today? Almighty Jack, yo, what's up? Nobody needs or wants insert swapped version of an established character. Exactly. And we've got Sasan. What's up, man? How you doing? Sasan, God bless him, called me out on many things last time. Now, I didn't agree, and I was what we call hangry, so I answered a little bit harshly, and I do apologize on that one, Sasan, but I do appreciate anybody who tries to keep me on my toes. Hello to Black Lotus. What's up in Canada land? And Lorenzo. Okay, so I'm flying solo today. Everybody's got their own projects. Eric's working, I believe. He's working late, but I sent him the link in case he wanted to jump on. I basically gave it to anybody who wants to. And if you guys want to, just say, hey, I've got a list. I'll let you on. So long, all I ask is that you have a microphone that doesn't hurt anybody's ears, because I would, it's raining. Yeah, we've got that down here too, except for it doesn't get down to 2 below whenever we rain. But yeah, if you've got a decent mic you want to jump on and you've got yourself a list as well, go on ahead. But I want my first character to explain to you guys exactly how against race swapping characters I am. I don't see the point. I mean, even you could say, okay, Miles Morales, he might be. No, he's an original character. They made somebody out of it. So you get into the verse, and it's an excellent movie because they create an original character in the. I don't know. I wanted to start this off by showing you guys exactly how serious I am, or how nuts, by giving you my first choice, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not going to just tell you. And this is my number 10 pick for characters I would rather see on the big screen than race swap Superman. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you a character that I've learned about in, it was, let me get it here. It was in the 1970s. I was watching TV, and they had this show called Legends of Superheroes. And ladies and gentlemen, I give you Ghetto Man. I would rather see Ghetto Man right here before I would rather see a race swap Superman.
Hey, boys, I look around me tonight, I see a...
And I actually have a movie here. You can actually have a guy who starts off as a stand-up comedian, as Ghetto Man is, and he finds himself in battle with some people who are running the club. They're pushing drugs on kids. He does not like this, so he goes after them. Maybe through the drug use, much like Cloak and Dagger, he gets superpowers. I don't care. Ghetto Man would definitely be better than Race Swap Superman. I don't have a mic, but I have a potato. I don't know if that would work. I don't know if that would work. But yes, if you guys have a list you want to keep up, just put in when I say we're going to go to number 10, by all means. Hey, Ash, what's up? What's up? You know what? I don't think we care what colors. Number 10 for Joe Rogers says Cyborg. They should use the Snyder Cut footage and additional footage to make a solo movie. That is actually not a bad idea because he was the heart and the soul of the movie, and it gave him a good origin story. If you're not going to use it with the Justice League, at least you could cobble it together Ed Wood style and put something up there, man. Seriously, I think that's a great choice. Alrighty, maybe DC should focus on making good Superman before first change. That's the hey, you know what? I think they did, but it was in the 1970s and 80s. All right, we got another choice for Cyborg. John Stewart was fantastic in Justice League animated series. Are you picking that as your number 10, or are you just saying because John Stewart's going to show up a little bit later? I promise you, Sasan. Cyborg is one of the best parts of the new Doom Patrol show. Yes, my goodness gracious, absolutely. I love that show, by the way. Let's see. All right, so we've got number 10 on the Green Lantern, John Stewart. All right. Let me see. Sababadoom. Not comics fans who are black, but rather fans of black comics. Exactly. Yes, like that Amazing Spider-Man cover. I don't know. All righty. I'm going to move over to number 9. So if you have not yet put in your top 10, feel free to go 10, 9, and I will still mark it down. So far, we've got Ghetto Man, 2 votes for Cyborg, and John Stewart. All right. My number 9 character is a Superman clone, but he's neither Calvin Ellis or Val Zod because I felt those would be a little bit too easy. And for that, I'm going to go to here he is. I'm going to go to Icon. Icon is the superhero persona of Arnis, a.k.a. Augustus Freeman, and member of the Terminian alien race. He crash-landed on Earth in the American South in 1839, raised as a slave, but escaped through the Underground Railroad. Following a series of events, Augustus decides to become a superhero and eventually joins the Justice League after being drafted by Superman. I like this comic when I read it in the 90s. I think he's got a good story to him. Conservative character too, and I kind of think that's an interesting take. And one thing, I think you could tell all sorts of stories if you want to tell the story of basically race relations through history and how they could be seen by somebody who is a conservative. Or maybe it made him a conservative. I mean, there was a bit of trouble with the Democrats in the past, as far as race relations. So, and now, by the way, I missed a third. Okay, wow. Here comes some more. We've got number 9 from Sasan is War Machine. Once again, guys, you don't have to limit yourself to DC. That's a limitation I put on myself. Nubia from Aranya. Alrighty, and we've got Icon from Black Lotus. Let's see, Hardware from Joe Rogers. And we have, you missed a third Cyborg vote. Did I? Black Lotus 1, 2, and 3. Yes, okay, I'll write them down again. Thank you. Let's see. I don't have a list but all black heroes are equal in my eyes. Okay. Number 9 for Maranya is Steel. All righty. You also missed a vote for Handyman. All righty. Man, that I think would cause all sorts of trouble in this political climate. But you know what? Let's cause trouble. And Snatch is saying Brother Voodoo, and Dominic is saying Blood Syndicate. That almost made it. That almost made it for me, because I think I actually liked Blood Syndicate more than I liked Static. That was a really good book. And we also had Brother Voodoo, which I think would be an incredible film. I think that would be a really good, I like a Doctor Strange style movie, but I would definitely like Voodoo style. I think that would be really cool. Do I need to come verify the count, says RDV. Well, if you want to jump on, man. Seriously. I put the link in. Let's see. LK jumped in and said for number 10, he would pick Vixen. And number 9 would be Misty Knight. Which I'll tell you what, I thought that Misty Knight got the raw end of the deal, man. I thought I wanted a Daughters of the Dragon movie so much, or TV show so much, with what was going on with the Marvel TV shows. Dominic says at number 10, Blue Marvel, which rumors are that we're going to get him on big screen in Marvels. So hopefully we'll see it. I think we're going to have Superman steal his thunder a little bit. I really do. From what I'm seeing and what I've heard about when I was reading up on Ta-Nehisi's Coates' idea, it sounds like he wants to make Superman the Blue Marvel. So Bumblebee from the Titans in DC, and as far as Marvel, how about Storm's origin story? Well, where would you put those though? After the stream is done, I'll bring 2 large duffel bags to help count. Yeah, we don't count them like that. And I finally got my video up on how to rewrite Naomi. All right, cool. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go to number 8. So start listing your number 8. And let me get that here. And And my number 8 is... I don't think a lot of you guys know this character, but his name's Gravedigger. Ulysses Hazard was a special commando operative codenamed Gravedigger. The Gravedigger served in the European theater of operations throughout the course of the war. His actions following World War II have yet to be recorded. So why not do a little Men of War story, because that was his first appearance right here, and then tell about how maybe he became a mercenary, or what he did, or maybe he stayed in the military and he was also in Korea, he was also in Vietnam, or maybe he helped start some of those things. There's a lot of stuff you can do with a character like this. One of the great things about this character is he's known to a few of us, but he's also, he's an empty page for a lot of people. He is an empty page. He's somebody that not a lot of people know. So you can play around. You can play around with a lot of stuff here, and considering his actions after World War II hasn't been recorded, you could do practically anything. And I think that would make for a really, really good film, especially. And I think, yeah, let's get in a comic book war movie. I think that would be a lot of fun. So I picked Gravedigger. Let's see. LK, where are we going? Okay, 8 is Chapel from Sasan, which Gravedigger may have become Chapel. All right, let's see. Joe Rogers says Vixen. All righty, and let's see. We got Spawn from Black Lotus, although he's been on the movies before, and we're going to get a Spawn movie. But there you go. Jim Sorensen agrees, though, Spawn. And we also have Bishop from the X-Men from LK after his barely a cameo in the X-Men movie. We've got Power Man, Luke Cage, and I'll tell you this. If they make a Power Man movie, Just keep the same guy. That man looks like Luke Cage. And I'm going to say Power Man because, gosh darn it, I want him in the blouse and the tiara with a steel freaking chain. All right, we've got Shadow Cabinet from Dominic. All righty, good stuff. And all right, Gravedigger sounds badass. I just want Bishop hunting Gambit in a movie. Ooh, that would be kind of cool. And let's see, the big two have a ton of neglected legacy characters, says Lorenzo. Exactly. Why do a race swap when you've got all of these characters? We have set up their entire phase whatever right here in just three numbers, 10, 9, and 8. Enough. But we're going to keep going. Steel from Snatch Face at number 8. And let's see, I'm a bit late, but Krenez says 10, War Machine. Alrighty, and he says number 9. Number 9 was John Stewart. Number 8 is Power Man. Another vote for Luke Cage. All righty. And all right, I'm going to go on because I see a couple of you guys already wrote some down. So I'm going to wait for me. I'll announce it. It's like I almost need Maranya. Maranya, say the number 7, 6. All right. So we're going to go on to number 7. And let's see, who do I have for number 7? Oh, yes. Since we're going to make, or since Ta-Nehisi Coates is going to write a period piece for Superman, I was thinking, who else could we take back to the 1930s, take back to the 1940s, and write a good story about racial relations? As a matter of fact, one of my favorite comic books of all time was an issue with this guy in it, and it's an issue of All-Star Squadron. And I didn't understand some of the stuff that was going on. I was a little bit like, why wouldn't they let him in a restaurant? And that is a character called Will Everett, the Amazing Man. The first Amazing Man. Will Everett was a World War II hero and a member of the All-Star Squadron. His grandsons would continue the mantle of the Amazing Man. If I remember correctly, he had the powers he was like the Absorbing Man. He was an athlete going so far as to win a multitude of awards at the 1936 Olympics in Berlin. And I thought, yeah, okay, this would make for a decent movie. I would love to see an Amazing Man movie. I know I'm bringing some of them out from, I'm bringing some characters out of obscurity here, but I actually think that would be a decent story. All right, so we got Shotgun from Daredevil by JRJR, and that was from Sasan. All righty, I remember that character. He was the guy with the arm, right? Let's see. And then we have Monica Rambeau. You know what? I'm going to put Cap Marvel, the real Captain Marvel. Thank you. But Monica Rambeau, apparently she's going to be in Marvels as well. So that's cool. Let's see. Black Lightning from Aranya. All right. And then we have Bill Foster, Goliath. Oh, good pull, man. Good pull from Jim. All righty. Now, would you just call him Goliath, or would you keep the black in the name and call him Black Goliath? Because some people frown upon that nowadays. Movie dealing with young Justice Kaldor and his father, Black Manta. Okay. I believe that is the second Aqualad, right? Alrighty, and let's see. I don't have a list, but I want Blade, Bronze Tiger, John Stewart. Let's see, 1, 2. That actually is a list of 8. Come up with 2 more, and boom, Tillium. Come on, you're gonna get that in the next movie, I'm sure. Let's see. Here's an idea. I had a Rocket Racer and Prowler team up movie. So let's see. Prowler Rocket. Alrighty, and let's see what else do we have. Snatch Face the Fool says number 7 is let's see, number 7 is I missed it. Bronze Tiger, Great Jim. The one where Superman turns white Lois Lane into black Lois Lane. I heard about Blade making a cameo appearance in a comic book where he was delivering sandwiches. Why is Marvel neglect and wearing a Cosby sweater? LK says number 7, Mr. Terrific, the modern version. Alrighty, and then we've got, I'd like to see Monica Rambeau as well. Mr. Miracle. That almost made the list. I just told you somebody that didn't make the list, but yeah. And Blade from Crenez. Good pull, good pull. And number 7, The Crew and White Tiger. Casper Cole, says Dominic. And we had a Blade. All righty, let's move on to number 6. I'm going to share that out here. And my number 6 has been mentioned just now. And I thought, okay, so this is a villain. And how about we watch a guy who maybe didn't start off as a villain, but through training and the fact that his partner or his opposite kind of pushes him over the edge a little bit, kind of turns him bad, and we can actually watch the fall of somebody. I think that would make for an excellent film and maybe even set up a future Batman movie, and that would be Bronze Tiger. We have Ben Turner. Ben Turner, the Bronze Tiger, is one of the greatest martial artists in the DC universe. He is often associated with Suicide Squad, is a good friend, or yeah, you could have him going through there. He's good friends with Richard Dragon, and in the New 52, he's a member of the League of Assassins and has something of a frenemy relationship with Deathstroke. I just think it would be really cool. I would love to see a martial arts style movie with Bronze Tiger in it. Alrighty, so let's see who else and what is your number 6. Black Lotus is saying Steel. It would not be bad to get a remake or a redo over for Steel, because that, yeah, Shaq was, I think they were like, oh wow, hey, Shaq wants to be an actor and we've got a character who's over 6'5", so why don't we put in Shaq? It was a horrible idea, horrible freaking movie. Then we got, thanks for the try there, Maranya. Night Thrasher from Marvel, and that is Snatchface's choice. Alrighty, let me write down Night Thrasher and not Snatchface when I'm writing this down. Alrighty, and let's see, we've got number 6 for Maranya's Cyborg. He made an impact in that Justice League movie. You gotta be willing to admit that. All right, Sasan says Bishop, and we've got Anita Fight, aka Empress, from the Good Young Justice comic book. If you wanted to make a teen young person movie, she would be great character. All righty, and that's from LK. We'll put down the Empress. And let's see, Mr. Miracle, Shiloh Norman from Dominic Powell. Let's see. Lorenzo says, it's too bad it's so expensive to fundraise movies, though I donated to the Star Trek Voyager documentary campaign. I know, right? Wouldn't you just love to be able to do a movie yourself and put it out there? Black Racer from Jim Sorensen, wanting to see a movie about death, or the man who comes collecting people for death. And Crenez says Bishop as well. And let's see, what else do we have? And this isn't because I want my Young Justice number 19 to reach 3 figures. We'll be talking about something like that in just a touch also. Let's see, Joe voted for Storm. Did I miss that? Okay, I'll put down Storm. And let's see. Do you remember which comic book series that was from, Joe Rogers? That's a question to Joe. If I were to do a Shiloh Norman movie, I'd base it on Kirby's and maybe Morrison's Seven Soldiers. That might actually be fun. I was wondering about a Shiloh Norman. Would you want the Scott Free before you got the Shiloh Norman, or would you be willing to have Scott Free already a mentor to him? One of the guys who worked on Peter Smeddy's The Chair movie crowdfunds the documentary, says Lorenzo. So there you go. All right, let's move on to number 5. Let's see. Well, okay, I've got a video ready to go out on Friday about this young lady here. And, well, let's say Wonder Woman's first movie was good. The second one sucked. So why not give a try to somebody else here? And I'm going to say my number 5 is going to be Nubia, an Amazon warrior who was charged by the Greek gods with defending the entrance to the river Styx and the Tartarus Gate. Sometimes during her time in the underworld, Nubia met the Zoroastrian god of light, Ahura Mazda, and became his lover. Nubia decided with Wonder Woman, reimagine the New 52 and Grant Morrison's Multiversity to be the Wonder Woman of Earth 23. Now, I don't know. See, I want to really piss off some people by having Hippolyta create Wonder Woman out of mud and then find the black mud to create Nubia the way she did in the original comic books. But you know what? Yeah, why not? If you do have a Calvin Ellis, let's have a Nubia movie. If you have Nubia, maybe that'll lead into Calvin Ellis. Either way, let's get a Nubia movie. I think that would be awesome. And no, that's not because I want my copy of her first appearance. I don't even have that book. I wish I did, but there you go. So my number 5 would be Nubia. Static Shock. I knew somebody was going to bring up Static Shock. And that's Sasan. And let's see. Scott Free definitely is a mentor to Shiloh, says Tehillium. Black Lotus says Bishop and his often forgotten sister Shard. That would actually be kind of cool. Let's see. War Machine from Joe Rogers is a number 5 movie for him. Okie dokie. And Blade from Snatch Face would be his number 5. And let's see, showing he's still learning from mistakes not to make. Exactly. At this point, I'd rather have them follow the anime style and just do comic book story as written. Stop with the interpretations and adding stuff, says LK. Number 5 from Maranya, somebody I've got to look up, called Triathlon. Alrighty, and Deathlock from... Oh, man, that is such a great... I would love to see a Deathlock movie. I think that'd be really cool. Let's see. Jeffrey, what's up? He's saying the Red Ranger from Power Rangers. Just a flat-out Red Ranger movie. Okay. Wait, I thought the Black Ranger was the black guy. Let's see. LK says Icon. And Nubia is an original character and make her built like an Amazon warrior. Just boom. Who would you have, though? Who? Because God help us, Warner Brothers would get Leslie Jones to play Nubia. That just hurt my soul to think that they would. Night Thrasher and the New Warrior, said Ed Stewart. All righty, we got Night Thrasher here as well. I wouldn't want New Warriors because I have a feeling they wouldn't use the one you think. Triathlon is the one who was with the Avengers for a while and was part of a religious cult. Okay. Dominic says a Bronze Tiger movie would be awesome. Started off as a hero before being brainwashed by the League Assassins, turning him into a villain before eventually he was rescued by Rick Flag and Nightshade. Oh, good. I like that storyline. Jay, what's up? Saying, John Stewart, I've got you down there, guy. All righty. And let's see, any more interest? You made me really, really sad. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Let's get the Leslie Jones Nubia out of our heads. Serena Williams, if she was an actress, would fit perfectly. I know she's got the guns. No, Leslie Jones would play John Stewart in the Green Lantern. If she wasn't super aged out of the role, I know. Well, you know what? Angela Bassett's damn well perfect for everything. But yeah, and those guns she was sporting in What's Love Got to Do with It? Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Alrighty. Let's go on to number 4. Let's go on to number 4 here. They're smart enough not to do that, but they absolutely would make her the wacky friend. And we did get Nightshade from Dominic Powell. Alrighty, I'll write that. And remember, if you're falling behind here, don't worry. Just put in your votes. I'll write them down. So if you haven't filled up 10 through 5, go right on ahead. If you just jumped in, you're like, wait, what are they talking about? We're talking about 10 black heroes. Could be Marvel, could be DC, Image, whatever, that deserve a movie before a race-swapped Superman. So, yeah, if you've got a list, count down with us. Tell me your 10, tell me your 9, tell me your 8, tell me your 7, your 6, your 5. Right now, we're on number 4, and I'm about to share that out. So please, by all means, put your number 4 in the chat here. And I'm not saying this. I love this character. I remember seeing her first in the Justice League, and I'm glad she got a cartoon. Nobody watched, unfortunately, but I was a big fan. I was glad that she ended up making it to the CW. And let me see. Can I find her? There she is. And her name, ladies and gentlemen, is Vixen. Marie-Jouet Macabre, better known as Vixen, is a successful fashion icon, a talk show host, animal activist, and superhero who is able to channel the powers of any animal that has walked or evolved on Earth through the mystical object given to her ancestors by the god Anansi, called the Tantu Totem. I've always loved this character ever since I saw her in the Detroit Justice League. She's one of my favorites. And no, I don't just want that, want her because this would go up in value. Oh, what? Yeah, that's the first appearance of Vixen, ladies and gentlemen, 9.2. Yeah, drink it in. Drink it in. That's my first slab also. I'm never into slab comic book, but yeah, I would love to see that. That'd be kind of cool. All righty. Let's see, but okay, I'm trying to, there we are. All right, so what do we got for our number 4s? And let's see, Sam Wilson. You want a straight up, okay, here's something. You said Sam Wilson. Does that mean you don't mind if it's Cap Falcon or Cap Falcip, whatever, or do you want a straight up Falcon movie? That's but I'll put down Sam Wilson right here. Alrighty, and number, hey, Aqualad, what's up? John Stewart from Joe Rogers. And I put Joe Rogers. God dang it, I gotta stop doing that. That's the second time I did that with somebody. Alrighty, and let's see. Krenez says Black Goliath. And yes, let's keep the 1970s name. All righty, Leslie Jones is John Stewart, Green Lantern. Not happening, but I will put John Stewart down there for you. All righty. And then we have Jet. Oh, is this the Icon Jet? Or is that, where's that from there, Black Lotus? And then we have Storm from Maranya. And then let's see, Batwing. I was wondering if anybody was going to go into the Bat family, like the Signal or so. Let's see. We lost it. Where'd it go? Okay. Oh, put the numbers by it. We're on number 4 there, Jay. So I know where to put these things. Let's see. All righty. Batwing. And then we have Jim saying Bumblebee and Mal. I think that would be a pretty good. It'd be new to see a couple as a lead of a superhero movie. Let's see. Hulk smash the like button, true believers. Hey, that would not be a bad idea because the more interaction with a video, the more the algorithms work for it in the channel and tells everybody that, hey, people are actually watching and interacting with this. Mr. DC Comics says Vixen. Yes. Let's see. We've got Spawn from LK. Alrighty. Connor Hawk from Tehillium. And for Mr. Miracle movie to happen, I can see starting with Scott Free, where he's mentoring Shiloh Norman. The only problem if you want Shiloh Norman and starting with another one is, what if it's not successful? Blanca Bel Air is, ooh, okay. Let's see. Jeffrey Soil says, Solace, excuse me, says Icon. All righty, let me mark that down for you there, sir. And we've got Anansi is the trickster of God of Spiders, says Comic Quirks. All righty, Dominic is saying the Prowler. Whoops, lost. There it is. Dominic says Prowler. All righty. And that will be coming up in auction when? I have not even decided. I'm loving this thing. I'm thinking it might look good somewhere like right over here. I just don't know. I don't know if it's actually going to make it to the auction or not. It depends on how desperate I get. Hopefully we could get more in depth on the family boat. Let's see. Mr. Terrific, #1, John Stewart. You're going the other direction. We need to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. That's the way we're counting them there, brother. Hopefully we do. Yes, full name. Damn straight. Okay, so we got the Bronze Tiger from Mr. DC Comics. All righty. All right, and there we go. White Tiger, says Orlando Hera. All righty. Wow, more people got involved here. I appreciate this. I gotta start this up over here. And we've got Bronze Tiger from Mr. DC, which I wrote down. And we got Jay saying Sojourner. Oh, that's out from nowhere. Okay, and Jet, the one that looks like Starfire, but on fire, says Black Lotus. We're counting from 10 to 1, Mr. DC, says Snatch. Let's see. Static #1, more people about him because of his animated show. Oh, maybe. Oni Unit is doubling down on Sense's Sasan's vote for Shotgun. That is cool. Jet of the New Guardians after Millennium storyline. I gotcha. Shango is the African god of thunder, says Mr. DC. Icon is #4 for Aqualad. All right. And let's see. Enjoy it for a while. Don't do it unless you have to. Yeah, I know. I think I'm going to be doing that. So remember, guys, we're going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Remember the numbers when you're putting the name in, because those are the ones I'm taking. Right now we're on #4, but if you've come in late and you want to be included, just say the word and easy peasy lemon squeezy, put you in there. All right. Let me write down on another page here to get everybody. Here we go. All right. Let's go on to #3, and he's been mentioned quite a bit tonight by you guys. Look, Ryan Reynolds did this character no favors, so why don't we get, I've wanted Idris Elba to play John Stewart. I mean, come on. Formerly an architect, social activist, and U.S. Marine sniper, John Stewart was chosen by the Guardians of the Universe to join the Green Lantern Corps, an intergalactic peacekeeping organization dedicated to protecting life throughout the universe. Stewart has proven himself time and again to be an exceptional champion in countless missions that have taken him across the cosmos. His distinguished service in the Corps has resulted in a place among the Owen Honor Guard and the position as Corps leader. Hells to the yeah. Now, while of course I grew up with Hal Jordan as the Green Lantern. I know a lot of people, because of the Justice League movie, has John Stewart as their Green Lantern. And a lot of people thought that he should have been the Green Lantern in the movie that Ryan Reynolds played in. And a lot of people thought if you were going to do Hal Jordan, not Ryan Reynolds, but, I lost his name. Handsome guy from Firefly, Captain Tight Pants. All righty, let's see what we got going on. Counting down top 10 Black Heroes to Snatch you'd like to see in a movie. Before you see Race Swap Superman, what is the Black hero that you would like to see on the screen? Doesn't matter if it's Marvel, DC, Image. I'm doing DC straight up because we're specifically, because I came from the whole Race Swap Superman idea. Let's see. We've got number 3 from Sasan saying Aurora Monroe when she had the mohawk and was leader of the Morlocks. All right. All right. Instead of writing all that down, I'm just going to put Storm, though. Okay. Let's see. We've got hey it there to do. But I like where your head's at, man. Jay, I guess you're going for number 3 here, Brother Voodoo. All righty. Which, once again, I think a Voodoo Doctor Strange movie would be awesome in the right hands, of course. You know, I would give that kind of movie to a Guillermo del Toro kind of director, somebody who could really go deep in the imagery and such and keep it away from Tim Burton. All righty, and Snatch says number 3 for him is Spawn. And then we've got 3, the real Marvel Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau. All righty. And then let's see. Jim Sorensen says Static, and Jeffrey Salas says Aqualad, which I do believe is the second for him. Static has not gotten. I'm wondering if Static's going to show up in number 2 and number 1 a lot. Krenez is agreeing with. Black Lotus says Luke Cage, keep the guy from the TV show. Exactly. That's what I've been saying. All righty. And let's see. Static from Jim Sorensen. Got that. And Monica Rambeau from Krenez. And then we have, let's see, Mr. Terrific from Mr. DC. All right. Let's see who else. John Stewart at number 3 for Aqualad. All right. And then we have a number 2. Okay, hold up on the number 2s there, and you can only vote for 1 there, Mr. DC. All righty, 1 man, 1 vote. Okie dokie, next up, gang. Let's see, let's take this down here. And once again, if you're behind and you want to fill out 10987, I've got a whole other page here to put you on there. We're going number 2. And look, I understand he's got a TV show, but I think it could be done a lot better, and I would love to see some better special effects with a character. One of my favorite from the 1970s is Black Lightning. I think this would be awesome. Jefferson Michael Pierce, a.k.a. Black Lightning, is a teacher and former Olympic gold medal winning athlete. He fights crime using his electrokinetic powers. I think it would be badass. I think you could really, really do this. I wouldn't mind them keeping the same character or the same actor as well if they just wanted to move the story, whatever. So long as they got better scripts, I think that would be a definite improvement. But Black Lightning is my number 2 choice. And let's see. We have Freedom Beast from, I think you're just naming. You got to put a number to him, by the way. Barracuda, created by Garth Ennis, says Hassan. All right, and we've got Icon and Rocket from Joe Rogers. And then we've got the Blue Marvel from Ed Stewart. Good pull. He's gotten some love tonight. I'm fingers crossed they do him well in the Marvels movie. John Stewart from Black Lotus. All righty. And we've got Vixen from Krenez. I think so far we're the only ones that mentioned her. John Stewart from Jeffrey Solis. I'm hoping I'm hearing fireworks. Let's see. We got Bloodwind. Oh, okay. Do you want him Bloodwind, or do you want to find out that he's actually Martian Manhunter? And then we've got XS. Let's get some speedsters in here. And we've also got Spawn. Good pull on that XS. All right. And I was going to say Barracuda, but isn't he more of a villain or anti-hero? Yeah, so is Gravedigger. But what the hell? LK says Storm. Storm! Yeah, I think Thor sounds better. And Snatch agrees. Let's go with Storm. And if they made Black Lightning movie, you'd never hear the end of it from Tony Isabel. Oh, yeah, I could get. You're right about that. We had a Vixen or two higher up, I believe, says Krenez. Oh, okay. Well, I know we had at least one for me, too. Bloodwind from Dominic Powell, seconding Maranya's vote. Okay. And let's see. Mal Duncan, that was brought up earlier as well. All right. Here we go. Mal Duncan. Let's see. Oh, hey, Nerdy Texan. He says he gave me a top 10, so give me a little bit. He goes Steel at number 10. And then we've got number 9, Black Lightning. Number 8 is Mr. Terrific. Number 7 was Hardware. Okay, we got a couple of Hardware fans in tonight. Power Man. Vixen. Spawn. And then number 3, John Stewart. And then number 2 was Icon. Alrighty, y'all caught up. No, there is a real Bloodwind character that Martian Manhunter mimicked. Oh, okay, sure. Okay. Man, just think of the rated R movie with Terry Crews as Barracuda. That could be amazing. And Jim Sorensen says his number 2 is Vixen. All righty. And let's move on here. Ladies and gentlemen, closing this out tonight. Closing the countdown out tonight. He's been mentioned before by a couple of you. And I'm thinking it would be awesome to have somebody who defeated the villains, not because they were Superman, not because they could punch the crap out of each other, but because, you know what, just so happened to be one of the smartest mothers on the planet, and therefore be able to outthink, maybe even put them up against a Superman, and you can have a reverse Superman story where the Lex Luthor is actually the hero on this one. And I've got to say, my number 1 pick, the number 1 movie I would love to see is Mr. Terrific. Michael Holt, a.k.a. Mr. Terrific, is the 3rd smartest man alive. Mr. Terrific embodies his Golden Age predecessor slogan of fair play and is currently the leader of his own team, the Terrifics. And I will tell you what, if we could get a Mr. Terrific film, and like I said, I love the idea of a reverse Superman movie, where maybe you have one of these evil Superman you see popping up all around, like that Blood movie with a boy thing. You know, I love the movie, but I forgot it. And then this leads to the creation of the Terrifics. Perfect. I think that would be an awesome movie. That would be an incredible freaking film right there, gang. Just let's get some people who love the character and love freaking comics onto this, because I think this could be this. We've got a number 1 idea here. All righty, so we've got Snatch saying his number 1 choice would be Bishop, and we've got let's see, LK saying John Stewart. And we've got Joe Rogers saying his number one pick would be Static. And we've got Mr. DC Comics saying Mr. Terrific. And number one for Sasan. Oops, I lost it there. Let me find another Hancock movie. All righty. I took my daughters to see that, and they couldn't stop laughing over the name. And we've got Maranya with Blue Marvel. And let's see, number one, Denzel Washington as Blue Marvel. Ooh, good pull on that one, too. I wonder if he would actually get into the outfit, though. That is good casting right there, my friend. Krenez says Black Lightning. And then we have, maybe it is cheating, but give me a Martian Manhunter. Alrighty. I was actually thinking of that before as well, but I will allow it. Let's see. Number one for Aqualad is Static. And Mr. Terrific is the Black Batman, says Mr. DC. Hal Jordan should be Parallax again, says Mau Mau. Wouldn't that be cool to see a John Stewart move? Well, I guess it would have to be like third or fourth. Like have them know each other, and then at some point in time, Coast City gets destroyed. Hal Jordan goes crazy, becomes Parallax, and now John Stewart is left alone to defeat him. Yeah, thanks, Brightburn. It just right out of my head. I could not think of it. Once again, guys, I know we're at number one, but if you just jumped in, by all means, leave your top 10. I'm going to take these numbers. I'm going to score it up. You know how they do where like 10 equals 1 point, 1 equals 10 points. I'm going to be doing that and then making a master list of the characters that we've all picked to see who really we want to see most on the big screen. All righty. I did like the Terrifics comics. I need to read those comics again, says Nerdy Texan. Yeah, they were pretty damn good. Definitely the best of that whole New Age of Heroes line, although there were some good comics in that. Let's see. Jeffrey Solis is saying, number one, my man, Blue Marvel. All righty. I got that down. And just some guy is saying, lost it. Bishop isn't black. I'll allow it. Thunder and lightning, says Jay. All righty. And let's see, Orlando, what's up? Saying White Tiger for number one. Just some guys terrible. Whoa. Hold on. Come on. Let's go there. I think that's necessary. Let's see. I would watch another Hancock film, says Nerdy Texan account. Let's see. Oh, man, was tonight top 10 night? Yes, top 10 Tuesdays, Zach. By all means, leave your countdown or leave it in the comments after when it's posted. Number one for Nerdy Texan is Static. It has to be similar in tone, at least to the animated series. Sorry about that one guy, Jay. There we go. Let's see. JSG is right. Bishop is Aboriginal, says Black Lotus. Honorable mention Meteor Man remake, says Ed. Will I feel foolish? Snatch Face Full, he's Aboriginal. Any love for Jakeem Thunder? We did get no. Actually, no. Oh wait, yes, I think so. In Thunder and Lightning, but yeah. Sideways honorable mention Martha Washington. Ooh, yeah. I think Sideways was Latino, wasn't he? But Martha, you know what? I'm going to write that down. It was the only mention, but damn, it deserves to be written down. Okay, there you go. Because I would love to see a Martha Washington movie. That would be awesome. So there you go, gang. That is our picks. Everybody's picks. We came up with so many freaking characters. So many characters to that would be better than a freaking race swap of Superman? Listen to the fans. Dun, 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 dun. I think that it's absolutely something that needs to be done. Look at this. Look at this right here. This is us. These are our choices right here. And I even had to branch out. And they want a race swap. There's so many good characters, so many characters to be explored. It's like how freaking unimaginative can you get when all you're thinking is let's do race swaps? Oh, I like the current idiots in charge of MCU would care about. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Let's see. I would love to see Johnny Thunder movie with Jakeem and his prodigy who share a connection with the Thunderbolt. White Tiger was Puerto Rican, but hey, it could be a cool movie, says Orlando Hilaire. I don't mind. I'll keep them in. I don't care. Because it makes the point, right? It makes the point that they are sitting here going, hey, you know what? We need to take a black man's identity away from, give him the identity of his white partner, and they do that with the Falcon. They've got Isaiah Bradley. We could get some freaking Captain America stories before Captain America was unfrozen. We could have done that. He's an original character. He's right there. Or you could I'm going to just go off. Sasan said it. Let's have a Sam Wilson movie. Let's have an actual Falcon movie. They never did that. Think about that, guys. Before they took the Falcon's identity away, he never got a solo movie. He never got a solo movie under his own identity. Oy vey. The winner is Jar Jar Abrams because he got $500 million. Mr. DC says, number 1, Mr. Terrific. Number 2, Vixen. Number 3, Static. Number 4, Spawn. 5, Icon. Bronze Tiger, John Stewart. 8 is Black Lightning. 9 is Bloodsport. Let me write that down there, man, because I know I got to a certain point, but I didn't get Bloodsport from you. So I'll write that down. Bloodsport. Although we are getting him in the Suicide Squad, and number 10 was Dr. Mist. All righty. Yeah, it's just something, man. Oh, and by the way, I left the link in there. If you got a decent mic, you want to jump on and chat about this for a few minutes or something before we go. Yeah, Thunderbird was First Nation. Thunderbird says Black Lotus. I would rather have a Joni Thunder PI movie, but that's just me. Hey, why not? Let's bring back those 1980s miniseries and such, which we had on the auction for a little bit. And I do want to show this off again because, hey, it came in. Look at this. Woohoo. You know what? This bothered the hell out of me right here, this little white spot. I was like, is this why it's 9.2? And then I looked. No, this is actually this is on every copy of Action Comics. This is on every copy of Action Comics 521 with the so I found that out. I'm very happy about that, by the way. I'm thinking, oh, wow, that does look kind of good. I'll put this on the wall. So anyway, I'm like a kid in the candy store. This came in today. I was like, woo, all right, yay, got it. Oh, hey, also, I want to show this off because this was a gift, and I'm going to keep these. Every other set that I got was, Eric sent me a copy of Ragman number 1. And he also sent the rest of the series. I thought that was very nice. He's been doing work at his comic shop and going through what he's saying, all these Bronze Age comics and such. He's a kid in a freaking candy store. So I know he's all happy about that, but he sent me those. I thought that was very kind of him. Let's see. Well, I know Shotgun was kind of a copy of Punisher, but there would be room to build on him and make him more interesting, saying Oni unit. I would love to see that. I would like to see a Punisher Barracuda flick. That would be great, says Snatch. Casper Cole version of White Tiger, says Ed Stewart. Yeah. I would like a movie of Wildcat training superheroes. Oh, yeah, like a superhero academy thing. And he's the one that's doing the boxing and everything. That would be really cool. Yeah. That's 1970s Ragman there, Joe. I mean, Tahilium was asking. Oh, and Thursday we started doing these story times where we're actually going through books that we've loved, stories that we've loved, and kind of just revisiting them. every Thursday night. We start at 9. This week, dun dun dun, we've got Batman Prey, and yes, this is the entire series. So guess what will show up in the auction? I found it and I thought, yay, you know what? We're going to do the storyline. Might as well see if anybody would be interested in the comics. Also, that will show up in the auction. We've got Kitty Pryde versus Wolverine, and we've got the X-Men versus the Avengers. I've decided, I think that's the way just to save a little time, I think that's how I'm going to do most of the sets now. Put them in the bag. If you guys don't like that, please tell me so I know to adjust it. But there you go. Night Thrasher and the New Warriors says, I am regard. Now, here's the one thing I said about this earlier. I would be afraid if they added the new Warriors, it would be the woke Warriors that they wanted to do for the comics. I don't know if they would actually treat them well. Slitherclaw Hardware did get mentioned. By all means, if you're showing up, you're a little bit late, just put it in the comment section when it's posted, because next Tuesday on Old Man Comics, link is in the description below. That's my other comic book channel. This is my live channel. That's where I do the videos. I'm going to tally up the scores on these, and I'm going to do a video based on that. I'm not leaving anybody out. So if it only got one vote, obviously that'll start the countdown, but I'm going to go by score. So it would be like if it only got one vote and it's number 4, that would rank higher than number 10, so forth and so on. Let's see. Crispus Allen was a good successor to the Spectre after Jim Corrigan finally crossed over, finding peace. Let's see. For those of you who have tried, Marania's putting the link to the list of black superheroes in the chat there. Might see if I could get a hold of that 70s Ragman at my local comic store, number 1 that sells back issues. You know, to Hilliam, there are only 5 issues to the entire series, so it's not, and it's not a very expensive series, in all honesty. Most of the books run, number 1 can run 10 to 20 depending on the condition, and the rest of them generally run 5 to about 10, maybe 12 depending on the condition. Let's see. Whoever didn't put Silence in their list is a bigot. That would be everybody. Nobody picked Silencer. Let's see. If you showed up late, say 10 Excelsiors and 5 Hail Hydras, says okay. I'd rather see a Crispus Allen in the Gotham Central movie. Oh man, yeah. I would love to see a Gotham Central movie. That was a really, you know, I would. Well, we kind of got it. I was about to say I'd rather see a TV show, but we kind of got that with Gotham. So I don't know. Maybe not. All righty, gang. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. That seemed like a lot of fun. It really did. But this is my plan. Every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, or EST, as Morania says, England Standard Time. I'm going to do a top 10. And this one came up because of the conversation, but I think next week I had this idea, so I want to do it next week. Who is the worst Avenger? So think about that. Bring your top 10 next week at 9 p.m. and we'll go over that. I thought about that for some reason, because I know this might be unpopular, but I was looking at a Brian Michael Bendis New Avengers, and there's Spider-Man, and I think Spider-Man just does not need to be an Avenger, and that's what made me think of that list, that there are heroes who just were not good fits in the Avengers. So next week, bring your list, bring your top 10 list for who is the worst Avenger, and we're going to go over that as well. Let's see, they're forgetting some things: Villains, Apocalypse, Moses Magnum, Black Adam, etc. DC Silencer is a race and gender swap version of Marvel Silencer. Apparently so. Well, no, we can't say, we don't know what race Silencer was because he kept on that whole thing. So, all right, they need to make Steel, the CGI is caught up. Look what they did with Iron Man, of course. 2 of the most successful New Age of Heroes books featured leading black heroes, says Ash. My favorites, were Silencer, were the Terrifics, and I liked the Damage book and Brimstone. I thought those were the 4 best. And probably number 5 would be Sideways. And yes, Pool Boy needs to be in every comic. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out, man. Seriously, that was it's really cool. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna take this, gonna make a video, and it's gonna show up on the top 10 on Tuesday on Old Man Comics. So if you haven't subscribed and you haven't been watching the videos there over at Old Man Comics, links in the description below. Please go on over, check that out. Today I did a top 10 comics sold to readers. And I just got done with a comic book review where I did the new Gotham, the Future State Gotham comic book, as well as a Marvel and a DC Usagi Yojimbo and Iron Fist. So please check that out as well. And as always, thank you very much. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell if you haven't done it already. And leave a like and a comment on the video, because it's really the interaction that gets the algorithm moving, and I'm trying to get out of the 18,000 forward, not backward, because I've been here for 2 years now, and it's time to make a move here. All righty, guys. Once again, thank you very much for hanging out, and as always, thank you very, very much for watching. See you.